This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Happy 4th of July and welcome to the Essay Files. This is episode number 7. This is your host, BogusBird, and the ever so elusive CrazyKat could not join us today. Something about positive results, an upside down pineapple in his cart during a trip to the grocery store. Something about an all-nighter. I don't know. I'm sure he'll give us the details when he comes back next week. What do you think? It sounds mighty suspicious to me. That's all. That's what I'm going to leave it at. We'll wait for him to come back next week. However, the show must go on. We have a special treat for you guys listening at home, at work. We have 2 special guests in today. To my right, we got my younger brother, not the second oldest, but the third oldest, Lord Farquaad.
Yo, mama. What's up, guys?
And to my left, I got Kuckle.
Yeah, we're just going to go with Agent K for this one.
Okay, we could do that. He is the youngest of us all, the youngest brother anyways. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. Is that right?
3 sisters.
3 sisters, yes. My bad. I can't count.
No, obviously not. You're not the brightest in the bunch.
I'm the smartest, actually.
Right. Uh-huh.
Is the Alzheimer's kicking in?
Yo, mama.
Is an old man.
Both yo, mama.
It's the same mom. Did you forget that too? Good job.
All right. All right, I guess, so what's new with you guys? I know our audience isn't quite familiar with you guys yet, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Farquaad.
Well, I'm sexy, and I'm 30, and I love guns.
Now, is that...
I love guns.
Jesus. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Is that like your Tinder profile, or is that what the first thing that came to mind?
Hey, who told you about that?
I'm telling your girl.
Hey, shut up.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, anything fun in y'all's week? Anything interesting that would be fun to tell?
Not so much fun, but I just dropped a pretty good chunk of money on some fireworks, seeing as tomorrow is 4th of July, I guess today when you're listening. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty chunk of change. Not my favorite thing to do is, dropping good 300, maybe 400.
God damn, dude.
Just a little bit, but I mean, you know what? It's fun time with the family. It's, special occasions, I guess you could say.
Did you get the fajitas?
No, not yet. I think we're just going hot dogs this year.
He always loves hot dogs. He loves to deep throat them.
Oh, do we have a story for you, Mr. Farquaad over here? Mm-hmm. Oh, back in the day, he used to be the champ. There was a special incident where we were trying to get in the car, and him holding 2 hot dogs in his hands couldn't get the door open, so he just decides to straight throat one of them, free up one hand.
That's a lie. No, that's a lie.
I was there. I fucking saw it.
You don't even remember you have Alzheimer's.
I fucking saw it.
You have Alzheimer's.
It just went straight down the throat. He didn't even chew. It was gone.
Now, imagine a seagull who gets a hold of a hot dog. Glizzy straight down the throat. Yeah, I remember the head movement, the head bobbing and everything. It was a horrible sight. Yeah, I think that was the sound he made, something along those lines.
You guys are gay.
Says the one that throws the hot dog.
I hate you guys.
Wow. Guess we're out of stories. That was a fun episode.
All right, guys. Join us again next week for episode number 8.
Oh, shit.
What's going on with you, BogusBird? I was going to call you S.
Well, okay, here's a good one. So, the other day, I was doing my routines. It was late at night. I was doing my routine check. I was checking all the doors, making sure everything is locked, turning out all the lights. I was putting up the night lights for my kids. And I'm walking by my brother's room, Farquaad's room, and I hear some noises. So I get a little bit closer, and I hear, like, heavy breathing. It's like, oh my god. They are not they're fucking in there. And so, oh Jesus, that's my brother. That's not something that I want to know. You know what? So, of course, I'm going to be respectful. I stood by the door, by the
You're just watching, huh?
I was around the corner by the bathroom where I stopped and I heard, right? So, I did the respectful thing. I put my ear on the door. And I heard...
Put your ear on the door, crack it open a little bit.
I stood right by the edge of the bed.
Pulled the camera out. Said you might want this footage for later.
Oh my god! No. I did none of that. I just put my ear on the door, and then I heard some barking, and I thought that was my brother, but it turned out it was his dogs.
Okay, all right.
It was just his dogs. They were breathing very hard, I guess.
Now, when you say it was the dog, is it he's taking it from behind? He's in doggy style, getting pegged, or
I hope that's not the case.
Okay,
I hope not.
Right. I'm thinking, because if he's breathing heavy, it might be because he's gagging. He might be short for air.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I never want to hear that again. I never want to hear that again, Farquaad.
Right. Yeah. Well, speaking of hearing scary things at night, have y'all ever had anything supernatural or scary happen to y'all?
Nope.
Nothing at all, huh? No? Man, it's weird. I bring it up because not that long ago, I was at Walmart with my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And, she loves Rocky Road ice cream. So, naturally we're down in the ice cream aisle. And she's looking, see what she wants. She gives, of course, her Rocky Road. And I'm seeing what I want. Mm-hmm. I like to try different things. Cheesecake, raspberry cheesecake. I like doing, the cherries on top. I love that. A nice chocolate drizzle on there. Delicious. Well, so anyways, we're looking at the ice cream aisle, and it was crazy. I felt a hand run down my back, like starting from my shoulder, like kind of roughly down my back. And I'm thinking, okay, she's kind of getting weird in the middle of Walmart.
For you guys that clearly can't see, he's demonstrating on BogusBird right now.
And he's loving it.
I'm not hating it.
Yeah. He loves man hands all over him.
It's comforting.
And so, spitting out your drink there, huh? So I feel this hand run down my back, and I'm thinking, okay, she's trying to get frisky in the middle of Walmart. Let's see what we're working with here, right? So I look over at her, and she's standing on the opposite side. I'm thinking, she's a little far away. I look up into the reflection, and I still feel this hand on my shoulder. And there's nobody behind me. There's, she's in a spot where she can't reach me. And I'm thinking, what the hell just happened? And she looks at me, and she's like, why do you look like you just seen a ghost? And I'm thinking, well, I maybe just felt one on my shoulder, but I didn't tell her that, of course. She's a little scared of the supernatural, so little bit. Well, no. You know what? Edit that out because she's gonna hear this, and I'm gonna catch some hell.
Oops. Hi, Agent K's girlfriend. Don't cancel from our Patreon.
Yeah, man, I hope she doesn't cancel. That's extra snack money when I come visit y'all.
Wow. So you look behind you, and there was nobody behind you.
Yeah, nobody. It was crazy. I gotta say that's actually not the first time I've encountered anything like that in my lifetime. I just feel like I really don't know that if I believe in ghosts or not. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, there's a few things that have happened that I certainly cannot explain.
Like your sexuality. Well, you know what? Now that you bring that up, I guess I do remember a certain back in the day, back in Mom's house. Well, she still lives there, and none of us live there anymore, right? But back in Mom's house, I could have swore we had a ghost or two because I know there was a few encounters, but the main one that I remember is I was coming home from work or something, and I guess I was pissed off. I don't remember why I was mad, but I remember I walked into the house, and nobody was in the living room. I guess everyone was in the bedroom, but I walked straight through quickly because I was angry, and I walked into the kitchen. I turned on the light, and I hear something fall in the living room. Like, it was immediately. Like, it would take me like 2 seconds, right, to go across the living room. And then I went into the kitchen, and I hear, just something in the living room. And I guess I wasn't thinking. At that point, I had already accepted that, there's something in that house. So I just remember turning back and yelling, "Shut the fuck up, ghost!" Or something along those lines. Yeah, there was always something going on in the house. Like, there was a noise, or there was a light that would turn on, and everybody would swear that nobody, had turned it on. It was always something. And then I don't remember if it ever stopped, but it just kind of went away, or I don't remember. Do you remember anything like that?
No, I personally don't. But I do remember this one time, everybody was asleep, and I remember I woke up like at 3 a.m, because we used to have like a digital clock, remember?
Yeah.
So I was able to see it, but for some reason I couldn't move. I didn't know what it was back then, but I did my research, and I guess I had sleep paralysis because I remember I was only able to move my eyes, and for some reason my face was faced like to the left towards the clock. But it was pitch black in the room, and for some reason, like, I tried to move with all my strength and everything, but not, I couldn't even like say anything. All you heard was like, that's the most I can do. Yeah. And I remember seeing like a smoky figure for some reason, like 2 of them. Like, I just saw like a face, like a demon or like a devil, but it was like smoky background and I could have sworn it was devil or something like that because I saw horns like on the smoky figure. But one was like green. And then like maybe like 5-10 minutes later, a red one came out that looked a little bit different, but also had horns. So maybe there's something to this supernatural stuff at the house or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I remember waking up a few times at 3 a.m. as well. My bedroom was adjacent to my parents' bedroom, and around 3 a.m. every weekend, without fail, I'd wake up to moaning. It was weird. All I would hear is, oh. It was weird. Without fail, every weekend, and I'd wake up Saturday mornings and, just tired, sleepless night. And my dad would come out of the room all happy in the morning, just, elated.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Very,
and you would think, with the ghost moaning all night like that, he'd be sleepless,
I think I'm going to be sleepless.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely not going to sleep tonight.
What kind of sounds would you hear?
Something along the lines of
Like that. Hairy ass.
Yeah. Something like that. It was weird. And yeah, it sounded like an exorcism, just a lot of rattling. I think of the bed, if I'm not mistaken, just, pounding on the wall like that. Just, I don't know. And I'm thinking it may have been an exorcism because I would hear like, I think my dad was maybe slapping my mom across the face saying, saying, "Get out of there, get out of there."
Interesting.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, my dad would walk out happy as ever.
Wow, we must have had a lot of ghosts.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, every weekend, bro.
Jesus.
No. Seriously though, I did have another supernatural experience in that house at I think about 3:30 in the morning. It was crazy. I used to sleep in the living room for some time. Just oddly enough, I found our couches to be comfier than my bed. And I remember waking up one time around 3:30, and I remember there was tears running down my face. Shut up. No, I don't remember exactly what I dreamed of, but there was tears running down my face, and I wake up, I just open my eyes, and something just tells me, look to my right. So I look to my right across to where like the family TV is, and a computer chair that we had there at the desktop, the family computer, just rolls from one end of the living room over to the other end. And it was weird because I was the only one in the living room at that time. And immediately after, I saw a black shadow fly from one corner to the other. And I just remember thinking, man, I'm too tired to deal with this right now. I'm just going to go to sleep. I'll deal with it in the morning. I'll see what's going on. And so I went back to sleep, and I talked to my sisters about it. They were sleeping in the same room, and I told them about it. And supposedly, according to them, they had a similar dream, and it was all roughly around within like a 30-minute span of each other. It was weird. I don't know how to explain it other than maybe something supernatural.
Now, what I've heard, I could be wrong here, but I think around 3 to 3:30 is supposed to be like the demon hour or something like that. Maybe that's why all of us around that time were having these experiences.
Yeah, it could be. You went quiet. It's ghost quiet.
Man, looking pale like a ghost, huh?
Well, I guess, nothing good ever happens past 2.
I suppose not. Oh, hey.
Yeah, not a whole lot of experiences happen to me. I do have, I do know that CK has quite a few stories that he's told me, but I'm going to wait for him to come back to share those. But because they're actually pretty cool stories, and I think it's something that he should tell, and it's quite enjoyable. I like them. Good stories.
All right.
Well, I got another story, kind of. It didn't really happen to me. It actually happened to one of my friends when I was in the military station in California. For some reason, my idiot friend thought it was a good idea to play with the Ouija board.
That's never good.
Yeah, in the barracks. And then for some reason, after that happened, him and his roommate would see shadowy figures follow them everywhere in their room. And then even when they were given another room, I guess the shadowy figures followed them there too.
Oh, shit.
And honestly, I think that might have been true because there were maybe like 3 or 4 like military personnel who actually hung themselves in the barracks.
Oh.
And then from what I hear, ghosts like haunt their, like the general area they died or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe that has something to do with that too. But yeah, because he would say like he'll be taking a shower and the lights were off or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when he'll open like the bathroom door just to like leave that little light on so they can change or whatever, they said that they saw like a shadowy figure just run across the light area real quick, which was, I would be personally scared if that shit happened to me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of shadowy figures, yet another time that something supernatural happened. So as I've said, for a while I slept in the living room, but a lot of my belongings, my clothes and, my shoes and, just basic things that I had were still in the bedroom where my sisters slept. And I remember coming back from work one day. This was around maybe noon, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And my sister had 2 friends over. And, I'm familiar with them. They're kind of like little brothers to me because I kind of grew up with them. And they were over and they came out of that bedroom. And I'm walking in the front door and they look at me there and they ask me, how did you do that? I asked them, what do you mean? How did I do what? They said, "Oh, well, we just saw you walk from the bathroom across your room into your room, and we heard the door close." And I said, "No, I'm just getting back from work. I've been at work since 6 a.m. I have no idea." They said, "Yeah, we heard the door close, and so we thought you were just waking up. We went to go check to see if you were awake, and yeah, there's nobody in your bedroom." Yeah, and normally, if one person sees something, it might be kind of, you can brush it off. But 3 people saw and heard the exact same thing at the exact same time. So it's kind of weird. It's, a little bit more credible when more people witness it and, they're not really the type to joke around about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, do you personally believe in, like, supernatural, BogusBird, or not really?
You know what? I can't give you a definitive answer. Like I said, not a whole lot of, personal experiences happen to me. So I don't really know for sure, right? Like, who does, right? But, like, my own personal beliefs, I don't know, man. It's a whole subject, like, you're kind of asking, do you believe in hell and heaven and, limbo in between and, all that sort of stuff. And I don't know, man. Like, I know it's all stories and, I would like to think that there's an afterlife, but at the same time, I don't know, man. like, I really don't know, Like, what do you guys think?
I want to say I do believe in it, because you don't know what's actually out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just in general, like, how much have we discovered, like, as humans? Like, right. What's the potential that there's something out there in the further beyond?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely agree. I think I believe to an extent. I don't know that I believe in demons and ghouls and all of that, but I do believe that maybe some people's consciousness keep going when, as they say, you have unfinished business or something of the sort. I don't know that any of them are really harmful to us, if they are, if they exist, if they are real. As far as the whole heaven or hell thing, I would like to say I believe in it, but I honestly kind of don't. I think maybe once we die, for the most part, our consciousness just ceases to be. We as a being just, are no longer here.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Excuse me, bro.
Hey guys, have you heard of the Essay Files?
No. What's that?
It's a weekly podcast that discusses entertainment news. They focus on topics surrounding Marvel movies, TV shows, DC movies, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, anime news, pop culture properties such as Aliens and Predator, and various other geek culture series and movies.
That sounds awesome! I'm a huge fan of all those things.
Me too! I've been listening to it for weeks now. And it's really funny. The hosts are very knowledgeable about their stuff, and they always have a lot of interesting things to say.
So how do I subscribe?
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you can listen to a podcast.
Awesome. I'm going to do it right now.
You won't regret it. Oh my God. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, there's plenty of TV and movies, and I don't know, man. Like, if I ever died and came back as a ghost, I don't know if making pottery with my wife is the first thing I would want to do.
Not with your wife. You'd want to experience something new, wouldn't you?
Oh, like a new girl?
Yeah,
for sure. Pottery with somebody else?
Yeah, that, something of the sort. Maybe the neighbor.
Oh. She's hot.
The girl next door.
I don't know. I mean, okay, let's just, for the sake of argument, if you did come back, you're a ghost on Earth. What's the first thing you want to do? Like, what's the first thing you would want to do?
Personally, I would like to figure out what's going on with me, because if we do remember as ghosts what happened when we were alive, I would think I would remember, like, me dying in some sort of way, and then I would just like to figure out what's going on instead of trying to haunt somebody or some BS like that. You know what I mean? Like, just figure it out real quick before I decide to haunt some cheerleaders or some shit.
Some cheerleaders?
Yeah. You're going to haunt the dressing rooms, aren't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Now, okay, so here's a thought. When you're a ghost, can you socialize with other ghosts? Do you think maybe you can go on and, I guess, keep living life in the afterlife?
That's a good question. Let's go with yes.
Okay. So assuming that, I guess I would go find out where Jeff Bezos lives and hang out at his sweet pad. I'm sure he got some fine females over all the time. I mean, he's newly divorced. I mean, I'm not saying haunt cheerleaders, but I mean, if they happen to be there.
I think I would like to make friends with Hugh Hefner or some shit.
The ghost of Hugh Hefner.
The ghost of Hugh Hefner. That's not a bad idea.
What about you, BogusBird?
I don't know. Probably go. I'll skip the cheerleaders. I'll just go straight to the locker room. I'll just hang out in there.
Now you're gonna get the wrong locker room and get the football team.
Oh, no. Footlong. Who's got the footlong?
The girls never came. The girls never came.
Terrible, guys. Terrible.
No, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what really. I guess maybe something similar. Trying to figure out what happened to me. To why I died. I guess I would want to know. Not that it would change anything, right? But I guess I would still want to know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could see the allure to finding out how you died. But as you said, there's nothing you can really change. I don't know that's... Maybe it'll bring a peace of mind. But, I mean, other than that, I feel like why not travel the world if you can fly around? Assuming you can fly around, travel the world, go to the places you wanted to go but never could.
That was like drowning as a ghost.
Oh, man. That would suck.
Damn.
Man, I'm a ghost. I can fly.
No.
Now, assuming that as you said, Farquaad, earlier, you're tied to the areas that you died. I mean, there's nothing you could really do. I mean, other than fuck with other people, right? I mean, you kind of just sit there all day long, watch TV maybe? And that's even if you can get the TV on.
Now, do you get tied to that certain area, like if you were not satisfied or you died like a gruesome death, or are you free to roam around?
I really wouldn't know. You would have to ask a ghost about that, wouldn't you?
Well, I just so happen to have a Ouija board right here.
Oh, let's get to it.
Fuck you guys. I gotta fuck with that. Hell
Oh, you got me all happy here.
Please close your legs.
Oh. Can you smell that?
Oh, shit. Smells like barbacoa.
Oh, man, that smells good. You're getting me hungry.
Oh, my God.
Man. Wait, oh, fuck.
Now, before you die, have you heard of you being able to freeze your body and then have them revive you? Supposedly, that's how it works. Like, they freeze you for a long time, and then they just revive you whenever you want. Like, you set a date or some shit.
You talking about like Austin Powers? Like, freeze yourself and then wake up in the future?
Kind of, yeah. I heard, like, Walt Disney did something like that. Like, he froze himself.
Yeah, I've heard something like that.
But...
Now, that is just a rumor. As far as I've heard, I mean, I wouldn't put it past people back in the day, to think that's something that's possible. But nowadays, I think we've moved past that point of thinking, yeah, I'll just revive later from my frozen body.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, would you take the chance and just freeze yourself and then, let's say, until they figure out how to make you live longer, how to age slower, something like that? Would you take the chance, or would you just want to grow old?
Now, me personally, I don't look forward to getting old. But when I do, No, I just want that to be it. I wouldn't want to keep living. I feel like by the end of my lifetime, I would hope that I've lived a long life. I've lived a happy life. And, just call it quits. I would hope that I've done all I could do in this world. And hopefully leave it back, a better place.
What about you, BogusBird? AgentKuckle just spoke. What do you think?
I kind of agree with Kuckle. I don't think I need to be frozen. I don't really need to know what's going on in the future. Like these last couple of years have been shit. It would have been nice to just skip over these COVID years, but whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Right.
I like Kuckle said, I'd like to live a nice long life. Make sure my kids grow, and I want to do my job to make sure that they're set up for success, and I just want to do my part, and just giddy up.
Giddy up, yeah.
Giddy up.
Giddy up, cowboy.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I just want to just live my life, and whatever happens in the future, it'd be cool to know, but you didn't answer your own question, huh?
Yeah,
would you like to get frozen?
Part of me says I want to see what the future holds, but then part of me is like you guys, like when it's my time, it's my time. But it'll be cool, maybe something in the future, like a few 200 years, unless we're all at war or some shit like that. Then I would have been like, fuck.
Put me back on ice.
No can do, soldier.
No, I mean, yeah, the idea of it is cool. Like Demolition Man. If you two have seen that movie, that's one of my favorites. Like it's been love that movie for years.
Right.
He got frozen in the 90s, and they woke him up in quote unquote our time, and everything was completely different. Just to see the difference. But the same point that the movie makes, like all your loved ones could be long gone. Descendants would be hard to find. And even then, like, if I woke up in a period where my grandchildren are grown, like, it's not like I would know them,
Right.
Who's this old geezer?
Yeah, trying to reach out to them. Hey, I'm your great-grandfather. And like, fuck you, old man. Like, I don't know. It would be, I guess, a lonely future for the person who wakes up from ice.
All right. Well, okay. So I know this is a subject you touched on in one of your previous episodes, as far as like alien life forms and things of that sort. Yeah. Farquad, what are your thoughts? Do you think we are alone in this galaxy, in this universe, or do you believe in other life forms?
There are definitely other life forms, I definitely believe. Like I said earlier, us as a human race, we've only discovered so little of the planet Earth. We haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to space.
Right. And so, do you think if you froze your body, you woke up, say, 100 years in the future, maybe more, do you think we will know of other life forms? And if so, do you think we will be living among them?
Honestly, as we're going as a human race, I feel like each generation is getting a little dumber, so I highly doubt it. Maybe if somebody kept like the education system like on par to what it used to be, maybe we would have a chance of finding other life forms. But as of right now, I honestly doubt it.
Okay, so maybe we won't find them, but do you think they'll find us?
Who knows? Maybe.
Now, you're a Marine, right?
Yes.
Coming from the military. Is this inside information? Wink, wink. Or is this speculation?
Well, I cannot neither confirm nor deny this question. Wink, wink.
Okay. All right. Just wink once for yes. Wink twice for no. One wink, guys. You got one wink.
What about you, BogusBird? Do you think they would be living with us or more aware of them in 100 years?
In 100 years?
Let's say 100 years, yeah.
had some good whiskey. Whiskey. I love whiskey.
Somebody's about to get 86th.
Is that like 69, but with like fat people?
Totally.
Are you calling your wife fat?
No! I'm cutting that out. Fucker.
I burn.
Your mama. Let's see. 100 years from now, fuckers. 100 years from now. Shit, dude, that's. You know what? I would like to hope and say like.
Okay. I guess let's bring it down a little bit. Let's say 50 years. A little bit more foreseeable. We may or may not be alive within the next 50 years. Some of us might.
I would like that they do. That the government finally comes clean and admits that there is a life outside of Earth. I mean, they already admitted to the existence of UFOs. You know, they just need to take that one more step and say that it was actually being piloted by someone that is not human.
So E.T.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I would want them to admit to it. Yes, I want to know, like 100%, yes or no.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Oh, please click on the link below and subscribe. Become a bro. And join the
Brochachos.
Subscribe.
Yeah, do it. You owe it to yourself. You've earned it. You sat through this far. You've earned it. Do it. You want it. You need it. We need it. Come on. Hit that subscribe. Hit that follow. Love you guys.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. All right.
Okay. So, Farquaad, do you think we are, as a human society, ready to learn of the existence of alien life forms?
Well, Coco, honestly...
Coco?
I was going to say Coco.
Remember me.
They call me Coco because I'm half black from the waist down.
Oh, man. Repeat your question again? I got distracted by, like, the whole Coco thing.
Looking below the belt, weren't you?
Oh, my God.
It's not black.
No, just the sizing.
That tampoco, no.
No. Okay, so do you think as a society we are ready to learn of the existence of alien life forms?
No, I really do not.
What do you think, though?
Well, everybody just fighting like what's real, what's not real, what should be, what shouldn't be. God can only imagine if you throw in an alien life form in there. You know what I mean?
Like, you think it's
too much? It's too much right now. Maybe like 150 years, maybe we might be there. But as of right now, the next 50 years, no. I don't think we're ready for that.
Okay, but if you think back, like, the first, the biggest encounters that I can think of is like Roswell. That's one of the biggest ones. And I believe that was in 1950 something. So that's...
Hence the Alzheimer's.
Shut up. That's like 70 years ago. It's been 70 years that we've been telling these stories about, UFOs and aliens and, 70 fucking years, dude. Isn't it time?
Well, I'm pretty sure that's why the government isn't releasing any information, because we can't handle it as a society, I believe.
Okay. But if we do come to learn of alien life forms, tomorrow is Independence Day. Wouldn't that kind of unify us as a race? Would we fight a war against an alien race who is trying to take over our world?
Nah, we would lose, man. All we got is guns. They got like laser beams if they are real and shit.
But we still got Will Smith. Just walk up and slap the alien queen.
Keep Earths out your fucking mouth.
Oh, man. And the Alien Queen's just gonna sit there and make a joke about it.
What?
Okay.
You still have some?
Yeah,
Okay. So we would definitely lose a war against them. I'm sure of that. I don't think our technology is advanced enough. We can barely make a rocket that can make it to the moon.
But our rockets look like a dick. So,
They do, yeah. Right.
2 balls, 1 shaft.
Right. Austin Powers.
No. Jeff Bezos.
Oh, I forgot. They made that a real thing.
Yeah, it's real. He's basically Dr. Evil.
Right.
My bad.
You derailed me.
Well, yeah, their spaceships are way more advanced than whatever we came up with. They're saucer shaped or whatever, but there's no exhaust. This in the same way that ours are made. They can just zip zoom and they're out of here. They can get to space much quicker than we can.
Right.
However, of course, there's no proof at the moment, but they might have some kick-ass, badass spaceships, but that doesn't mean that they have incredible, firepower. Maybe a gun is all we need, or in that movie Signs, all you need is a baseball bat and some water.
I mean, War of the Worlds, they only needed a germ, didn't they?
A germ?
A bacteria. The bacteria.
Get them sick.
Yeah, they couldn't handle our sickness.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. But they're still going to wipe out a lot of us, if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, they may or may not, right? Have advanced military. I mean, we don't know. There hasn't been signs of anything that I remember of like military from their end.
Right. But I mean, I guess, do you think that would unify us as a society?
It would give the world one common enemy. Everyone will take a break from trying to conquer each other.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So kind of like, what's the movie called? War in LA or something like that?
I never watched that one, unfortunately.
I don't think I've seen that either.
The Battle of LA?
Battle of LA,
I
that's
think
what it was.
Yeah, I never
Battle
saw
of
it.
LA.
I've heard of that. That's a movie?
Yeah, that's a movie. Or Battle of Los Angeles, something like
That's
that.
a real event. Supposedly that's a real event that happened.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I didn't
Okay,
know.
go ahead, catch me up. What is this on? What is it about?
Basically, aliens come and then everybody just unifies to try to fight them and everything. And basically, we just had to find like their mothership or their main source of power and destroy it.
Oh, you're talking about Independence Day with Will Smith.
No. Supposedly it's a real thing. I saw this on this kick-ass series on Hulu. I think it's called Ancient Aliens.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a badass show. I love watching that shit. But yeah, the Battle of LA, supposedly it's a real thing.
Aliens.
Yeah, that dude. But yeah, it was a real event. Where it was just a shit ton of UFOs popped up into the sky. They were glowing, and the military got ready. They had their tanks, they had infantry out, and I don't remember what triggered for the army to start shooting, but I don't believe that their UFOs did any sort of attack or anything. They weren't provoked supposedly. So I think it was somebody on our end shot first. And, it was a full on thing. Like they were shooting at the UFOs and all the UFOs were moving and flying and zipping. And that was a chair.
That was the chair, right? Sure.
And yeah, supposedly, I don't think that there was any fire back from the UFOs. And then I think a big one showed up. Like, I'm going to call it the mothership. And I guess everyone focused their attacks on that one big ship, and they retreated. All of them just retreated, and that was, the whole army that was there that day. Everybody saw it. The city of Los Angeles saw it. There was, it happened, but at the same time, it didn't happen. Like, it's
undocumented
yeah,
almost.
Almost, yeah. Fucking Men in Black. It didn't happen. It just.
I mean, it sounds to me almost like they came in to see what we got, and what they saw was insignificant. Like, they kind of just came, they saw, and they said later. Deuces.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you want to help underprivileged bald men whose hair has fallen, one by one? If you subscribe today, a hair will grow back on CK's head.
For every
one click.
For every like, for every follow, you can make a difference on that bald, shiny head. Subscribe now.
Please, if you don't want my brother B to start looking like CK over there, please subscribe. He's heading that way. With every subscribes, you can get a follicle on that balding head of his. Bing.
Do us all a favor. Subscribe.
Now, do you think these aliens would like to interact with us if we were a smarter race, or do you think we weren't like to their standards to even interact with us?
Damn.
We might be pets to them. Who knows?
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Are we the ants and them the boot?
That could very well be the case.
Yeah, who knows, man? I wouldn't want to be the fucking ant, but...
Well, no, I mean, the ant doesn't want to be the ant, but here we are, you know?
Yeah.
It's a little mind-boggling.
A little bit.
Now, if they were to try to take over the Earth, what would you do? Cuckold?
No, I wouldn't do that first.
It's the end of the world. Try something new.
Now, would I be the one partaking in the fun, or am I watching?
Oh, you're watching.
I'm watching.
Superman shirt.
In the closet?
In the closet.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's the way to do it.
End of the world. Huh?
End of the world. I mean, what else could you? I guess just join the resistance, right? Try to fight for your world. I'm not skilled I'm not a skilled pilot, you know. I can't fly a jet. I'm sure I could learn. I don't know how long it would take, but I mean, I guess do all you can for your planet, right?
I was pretty good at Star Fox.
Oh, yes.
So, I could probably do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's real life simulation almost, right? Fighting Andros.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do a barrel roll.
Now, if you had the choice, would you actually fight, like you said, with the resistance, or would you just gather your whole family trying to hide somewhere and bunker down?
I would like to think I would try to fight, but that's, I think, maybe last resort. Because, yeah, you bring up a good point. I think families should come first. I guess making sure that they're safe. You want to make sure everyone is safe, your family, your extended family, and, I guess your loved ones' families. But, when push comes to shove, I would hope I'm ballsy enough to try to take on an alien. And, even if you can't do much against them, give it your all.
Yeah, I agree. If it was, like it happened right now, I'm not going to drop what I'm doing and go straight down to the nearest, army office to sign up or anything. I'll probably want to make sure that my kids are okay, make sure my wife is in good health, make sure that, everything is good on this side.
You don't turn your back on family.
But, ultimately, if the world called for, like a Earth army or, some kind of Earth military to stand up against something like that, I'll do some sit-ups. I can, I'll be all right.
Well, lucky for you, we have the Space Force.
Oh, yes. I remember hearing about that one.
Yeah, so Trump tried to put together the Space Force a few years back, right?
Yeah.
You know what? I heard that he wanted to do that, and then I heard nothing.
What's the actual branch now?
I think that was just Space Force.
Well, I don't know, because I've seen like their uniforms and shit. So, yeah, I think it's a thing.
I don't think we're ready for that yet. No, I think we're too far off. We can barely make it to space, and if we do make it to space, I don't think they have the resources to keep people alive for too long. You know, if they go out, yeah, they can come back, but then they go out again and they have to come back to, you know, get more food supply and things of that sort. I don't think we're ready to live in outer space just yet.
No. And honestly, what planet will we go on if we have to go to space, or are we going to be like on a big ass, like, utopia just floating in space?
You know, that's funny you bring that up, because I did hear something a while back. I don't remember if it was an article or a video or something, but I had heard that that's what they're trying to prepare for the future. Not anytime soon, of course. But basically, we're going to be living like WALL-E. Like they did in that world, where they just had a big ass, you know, 5-star hotel spaceship, and we'll be, you know, humans will be living on, you know, something similar to that.
You mean the rich?
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Well, not just the rich. They need people to go mop the floors,
and that's us.
They need Mexicans,
right? Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. Even if they could get something like that out there, which I don't know that they could, it'd be like the International Space Station, where, you know, they send piece by piece and have to build it out there. I think that's how they built it, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. And or if they go to Mars, like what Elon Musk is trying to do, it's going to be shit for the first few people that go up there, because they're going to be the ones that are going to have to work and do all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's going to be a long time before that even happens or even comes close to it.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I just don't see it happening anytime soon. Like I said, you know, they're going to have to build it piece by piece. And, you know, like if anything happens, you know, if there's an asteroid coming towards it, what are they going to do? You know, are they just going to move it out of the way, let it hit Earth? Are they going to, you know, and of course, I don't know that how many asteroids or, you know, meteors come to Earth annually. I would have to look that up. But I mean, you know, if something breaches the hole, or it makes a hole in the side of, you know, your hotel, doesn't that endanger everybody inside of it?
They're going to send a rocket and try and blow up the meteor, man.
But yeah, that's another one that I've heard, that there's going to be colonies on other planets, such as Mars. You know, obviously not now, like you were saying, but eventually that's what they want to do. They want to have colonies on Mars, or maybe somewhere else. You know.
Yeah, I mean, with a good amount of time, like I said, maybe 100 years, and who knows if even that soon. I don't know if our technology is progressing fast enough. Yeah, it's progressing pretty fast, but that's, you know, with computers and cell phones and things of that sort. You know, within the last, you know, 20 years, we went from flip phones to, you know, we have a computer chip that's stronger than what they used for the first rocket ship that made it to the moon.
True.
But I don't know that we're progressing fast enough to build other colonies on other planets.
I honestly don't think it's going to be, like you said, anytime soon, because they still have to take care of the atmosphere problem about all the UV rays without us getting burned to crisp.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so say we do begin to colonize other planets. What happens to Earth? Do we just leave it? Do we leave it how we, with as much pollution as human society has caused? Or do we try to fix it up and have 2 colonies?
I feel it's going to be 2 colonies. Like I said, like the rich are going to go first, and then they're going to colonize the other planet. And then they're going to leave like the lower class people here with all the pollution and that. Well, for real, all the animals are left. You know, I'm pretty sure they'll take animals up there to reproduce and all that.
You see, I don't think that the rich would go first. The people who go up there first are going to be the manual labor workers who build everything, and what I'm saying is it's not going to be nice enough for the rich to go up there. It's still going to be a little bit, you're going to have to deal with oxygen stability, making sure the colony has enough oxygen. You're going to have to, build everything basically from ground up. And I don't see the rich going up there until it's nice and comfy for them. I think, working class and middle class are going to be up there before the rich are.
Well, I mean, like, in the actual colony, maybe you're right, yeah, with the working people and all that, but I feel like they're going to have, like, pods or cubes, something like Japan, I guess, how their living situation, little cubes or pods.
Okay, so like a heavily populated area versus the rich people in, like, I guess you could say their own sectioned off.
When it's ready to go, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Like, they're going to be the first ones that are going to experience and enjoy the completed thing.
Well, for any of that to even happen, they have to find a way for the workers to live up there. So, I mean, they're kind of the test dummies,
Right.
They're going to find a way to make it work. And once they're completed building, then that's where I believe that, the rich folk are going to head up there. I kind of agree. They'll be first. They're going to want to experience space and, do something new and cool. And, and of course they'll be able to afford those gas prices. I can barely drive to work now. So
when I was in California, I was filling up my big ass truck with $140.
Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. Spending that, weekly? On gas? No, man, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it was weekly. Like, it got to the point where I really honestly stopped going out and doing things just so I can have enough for gas and for groceries and all that and for rent.
Yeah, that's the American dream.
Well, you know what, though? But if you were given a chance, though, like, hey, Farquaad, we want you to go to Mars and live in one of the colonies. And, basically you're going to head up there, you're going to move. And there's a pretty good chance you're not going to come back anytime soon. So you'll be leaving your family. Of course, you'll take your girl and, you'll probably start your life up there. And we'll have to, I guess, communicate through FaceTime or something. But I know, and I'm asking you, I guess, first because you were living in California for the last, 7 years, 6 years, something like that?
9 years, basically a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, it was during that whole time we were very limited on being able to see each other and visit each other and whatnot.
Well, I think I probably would go just so I can, like, figure things out first. So I can give you guys the heads up of what to do, what not to do, how to survive out there, like, how it really is, like, getting down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? Like,
those are the space snakes. Don't touch them.
Space snakes. Are they going to be wearing little space suits?
No, but yeah, I think I'll probably take the opportunity and do that.
Now, okay. So this is for you assuming that it's, let's say, a free ride and you're getting paid a pretty decent amount, right? Or is this just, hey, go up there and start working and we'll let you live here?
Fuck that. I'm not working out there. I'd rather do here you go, take this trip and see what it's like.
Okay, but let's be honest. None of us here are engineers. So
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
You said lesbian.
All right, so you have military experience, right? So you'd be, say, a guard, or you'd have a post to look out for on a daily basis, or maybe 5 days out of the week.
Is that like normal 8 hours, like a day, or what are we talking about? Like all day, 24 hours?
No, let's say, because you can't be up there 24 hours. You'd get tired sooner or later. Let's say 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday.
I can do that. I feel like I can do that. I've done it before.
Right. But would you, assuming that that's the job given to you, would you be willing to work up there?
If it's just that, yeah, why not? I wouldn't mind, get to see what's going on out there. As long as they're paying good, since it's not on Earth, literally. But yeah, I think I can do that. Am I allowed to take any of my weapons and all that up there, just in case? Or
no, you'd be provided the weapons.
Oh, okay. Shit, so I have to leave everything here?
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
You're like, I want my gun.
This is Sally.
What about you, Kuckle?
No, me personally, I don't think I would be able to do it. I think I'm just too used to living here on this planet. I think I have, I feel like I'm just too attached to my personal belongings. I don't know that I could be away from my family for that long. I'm just, I'm too used to coming over whenever we feel like it. Not being able to see y'all in person would kind of suck. Like I said, my belongings, I don't know how much I'd be able to take up there.
Now, what if they made it like a 5-year rotation? Like you're up there 5 years, you're back on Earth for 5, then you're back up there for another 5.
Probably do that.
Yeah,
5 years, but I would assume it would be more of a permanent thing,
Yeah,
because to pay for a round trip. Can you imagine what that ticket's going to look like?
Oh man.
Well, everything's provided for. How about that?
I mean, if everything's provided for as a round trip, like every 5 years, or permanent?
Everything's provided for: food, clothes.
Do we have internet?
For the first year, you do not, but after that, you do. So no phone, no nothing, but you do have phone calls, let's say, or like a certain location we can go to video chat with your families or some shit.
Okay.
I think, yeah, as long as I can communicate with my family at home, I think you'll be all right. I guess if my whole family, my wife and kids go, I think I'm good. If it was just me and I'm leaving my wife and kids at home, here on Earth, I don't think I could do that.
Okay, what if they send you alone, but the pay's like double what you would get if you take your whole family?
God damn it, dude.
See, because everything's being provided only for one person instead of the whole family. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then I'll come back in 5 years?
5 years. 5-year rotation.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
And on the third rotation, you can take your family.
Man, personally, I don't think I could do it without my family, or without my significant other. I think she is my backbone. She's been very supportive of me, of everything that I've done up to this point since we've met. I don't know that I could do it without her. Man, even with that amount of pay, I don't know. I don't think I could.
I think I'm going to double down and say yes. Just because I know that if the pay is that damn good, I can provide for them. And, they'll have a good life. And, basically they don't have to worry about living situation. I know that, military men do it all the time. So it's not out of the ordinary, So, yeah, I feel like it'll suck being away from my family for that long, but it's something I think I could possibly do.
Okay.
And you just got back. You just got a taste of what it's like to be around family again. I know you have your girl's family over there, but it's not the same, right?
Nah, it's honestly different because when I was over there, even being back here, I have friends and all that I can talk and meet up with. Yeah. And over there is only the people I was stationed with, but they got sent to different locations. So I ended up by myself basically. So that part kind of sucked, but I got used to it. Just the same routine,
just new faces, and I guess same old kind of routine, huh?
Yeah, it just became part of my life, a normal piece of normal day.
Yeah, you see, like, I don't know. That I feel like that over time will kind of just get lonely. You kind of drive a man crazy, you know? Like, I know there are people who have served since an early age in the military, but man, I don't know that I'm mentally that strong, you know? I would like to think I am, I'd macho up and all that. But I mean, just I don't know. I think I would miss y'all too much. I think I would miss just my life here as a civilian too much. Now, if y'all were able to go up there with me and we experience everything together, that's a different story. But just me by myself, I don't know that I could.
No, agreed. It's tough. I think what would lure me is probably the pay and the security to make sure that my family would be taken care of.
That's what I'm thinking, because like if everything's provided, literally everything getting paid, you can just send it back to your family. So they'll be definitely well taken care of financially.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a run in. We have a fourth player. Player 4 has entered the game. This is Josie. Josie and the Pussycats. He is my second to oldest brother. I am the oldest of them all. And he's a little late to the game, but he has a story that he claims to have ran into some supernatural shit.
Yeah, man, this happened, I believe, maybe 8 months ago. While I was at work, we had the second shift. Pretty much from 1 in the afternoon till it can go all the way from 10:45 to 12:45. And so happens this one night we stayed a little bit past 12:45. We're getting ready to wrap up the shift, right? Putting all the stuff away, just a general cleaning. Mm-hmm. And I was putting the stuff away, all the stuff we just cut, and it was pretty hot, and we have no fans on. We had no fans or nothing, no AC in the warehouse. It gets pretty hot, so I'm putting stuff away, making stacks on the table. And I shit you not, I swear on everything I love, as I'm putting the stuff on the table on stacks, something pushed one of my stacks, or the parts of the things we had just cut. It shoved it or pushed it off the thing onto my real close to me, and I was like, maybe I didn't level it right. And then I put it again as I was getting ready to walk away. It happened again, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I got this real cold chill, and I got goosebumps. I'm like, no fucking way, something here. Obviously, this encounter was the first time that ever happened to me. And my coworker, he's a Marine, a young, active young man, right? Pretty young. He's 20, 23, 24. And I'm over here dude, this shit just happened to me right now. And I told him exactly what happened. He's like, no way, dude. And then, so he's starts laughing at me nah, dude, no way. And I'm showing him my arms, dude, look, I have goosebumps, bro. This really just happened. I have this funky feeling that, some pushed this thing at me. So he's like, nah, dude, whatever, bro. He's just trying to play it off, He's he's not believing in me. Mm-hmm. And then as I just said, fuck it, bro. So I start continue on cleaning, putting things away. I take the table that bugged me out, I put it away. And then as he's picking up the last of the stuff we couldn't use or cut on the machine, he grabs a big old bunch and he's walking into the grinder, and he tells me, did you just walk right by me, bro? And I was like, no, dude, I'm putting the table away. And I could have sworn I saw somebody walk right by me. I was like, no, dude, I was way over there. And apparently he's having this trip out moment too, that somebody walked right by him. And then he's bugging out now too. And then we're both bugging out. Dude, I'm ready to get out of here. We start walking out. And then out of the corner of our eyes, we see something with a bright orange work shirt walk by us, and oh, let's get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We cut the lights and we just dipped. we just did, bro. Yeah. We're fuck this, we're out. And then we're pretty much the last people to close the shop, the warehouse, and then from our section, we are literally the last two people to at that side of the warehouse. It's like a little bit away from the second plant, right? There's two plants literally right next to each other. And as we're walking out, when we see this shit happen, bro, we're like power walking, trying to get the fuck out of there. Like, and then maybe there's like 3 more guys that work on the other plant. Like at the very end of the night, they stay till like 3:45 in the morning. Mm-hmm. They're the night shift, and he asked one of the guys there, like all random, and he's like, "Hey." Because we're still pretty new, right? We had just gotten there. This is our first year there. He asked the dude, one of the guys, "Hey, is this place haunted or something? What's going on?" And he's like, "What happened?" He's like, kind of like smirking. He's like, I guess about to make fun of us. And then he's like, "Yo, yeah, I see some crazy shit happen." We're like, "What the fuck, bro?" Bro was like, "Oh, dude, I don't know if they were bullshitting or he's bullshitting us or what, bro. But yeah, dude, I don't like to stay there way past 12:45, especially by myself, bro. Like, yeah, that was the craziest shit that's ever happened to me over there.
Damn, dude.
It's at that warehouse. And we're by like old railroad tracks, and yeah, man, it's just creepy at night."
Now, let's ask the important question here. Did you leave your job undone?
No. We finished and got the fuck out of there.
So you weren't scared enough to leave without the job being done. It's not that big of a deal.
I was scared, dude. I was scared. I was just trying to rush to get the hell out of there. I was like, "Oh, gotta finish.
Damn.
But yeah, man, that's the wildest shit that's happened to me over there. But I'm not lying. When the thing pushed, bro, it was the trippiest shit. Like it would, you know how like if you're stacking, it would fall like either sideways because there's a lot like I don't know, like unbalanced. It would just fall a certain way. You would just know it falls a certain way.
Yeah.
Like this piece just like got like it like got chucked at me. I don't know, like pushed towards me. Like it's just weird to explain, bro. Like. There was like nothing logical for that to fall the way it fell. And twice, bro. Because I put it the first time I was like, fuck it, I thought it just fell. The second time it happened, bro, when it got chucked at me, that's when I got that cold like chill go up my back, bro, and it was just weird, bro. It was like literally cool bar sense, bro. Like, oh shit. That's the best way I can explain it, bro. Like he got real good sense of energy. That's what I felt, bro. It was crazy. That was crazy.
So would you say after that experience you believe in the supernatural?
I wouldn't say I don't believe it, and I wouldn't say I believe it, but I believe shit happens, and I don't know. Maybe that was there for me to. It happened to me for. Hey, you put too much overtime. Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, but I don't know what I believe, like, it might be, maybe, but I wouldn't say I believe in everything, you know what I mean? Like,
so to an extent.
Yeah, to an extent. I guess, yeah, the best way to put it.
Didn't you used to tell us that you would hear Boo Boo or Ochiwawa, after he died, that you would hear him barking in the middle of the night?
It would happen to me, yeah. I did hear him every now and then, but then I don't know where it just stopped, bro. It stopped whenever I put that rock, that crystal. I cleaned up that like a big old rock I found at Mom's, and I just put it there.
What rock?
And like it was like a crystal. It was like how like
crystal meth.
We used to live.
Oh my god!
It was like a crystallized rock, dude. I don't know. It was like a big old rock. I don't know if it's still there, or I don't know if they cleaned or removed it. But yeah, when I put it there and.
Put it where?
Yeah, man. On Boo, where I buried Boo, like by the tree, in the fence at Mom's backyard.
Oh, that's crazy. Because I actually have heard him bark a few times. Oh, back in the day, not recently. But yeah, recently after he had passed away, I heard him bark a few times, and I told him to shut up how I would back in the day. Because how when a dog is barking, you tell him to shut up or whatever. Yeah, and without thinking about it, I just, I guess just reaction was to tell him to shut up. And immediately after was, oh shit, he just passed away.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell is barking?
Damn.
Yeah.
So maybe you just put him to rest, like happily, with the grape.
But like, I heard heard him for like a week straight, bro. Like he'd be doing that, not like an aggressive bark, that whiny ass bark he used to do to open the door and shit, or like that kind of bark. Because I remember he had barks, like he was. I'm not saying like he talked and shit, but like I knew his barks. He had different noises or sounds.
He had different tones.
Yeah.
Yeah, different tones. Yeah. And the one that he would do like the whole week, it was like that one, like open the door, like I'm outside the door, open the door. But I would never like, be scared of it or nothing, bro. Because that was my guy.
What if he was a hellhound and he was trying to get you to open the door for him, so he could tear somebody apart?
Well, I would have opened it, bro. That was my guy. I'm like, yo, dude, what's up? Holy shit.
Oh shit! Well, this was fun, guys. This was fun. It's a shame that CK couldn't make it, but I think it's kind of turned out all right.
Yeah. I hope he's having fun with his swinger friend. I mean, his his friends, his special friends.
Right, special. Wink, wink. He'll probably deny it next week.
I'm sure he will. But we all know him.
Yeah, we do. Well, thank you, boys. Thank you for joining me. Help fill in for CK's seat. Maybe we can do this again sometime.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a fun time. Thank you for having us on.
Thank you. Agreed.
Where can I find you on what's your handle on Grindr, Kuckle?
I don't mess with that. I don't know what that is. I know I've heard of it through Farquad. He told me to get on it. I don't know exactly what it is, though. Go ahead and enlighten us, Farquad.
Yeah, no, I have no idea what he's talking about. I got better things to do.
No, remember, the first day you got here, you're like, hey, have you checked out this new app, Grindr?
Yeah, no, I got here like a week ago. I'm pretty sure it's not new, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, so you've known about it for a while then.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's Kuckle69, and also Farquad for you, the letter U. And other than that, you guys don't have anything to plug?
No, nothing to plug for me.
No, nothing at all.
All right, cool. You know what? Probably here sometime soon. We'll be seeing them on TikTok, possibly on YouTube. We'll be doing some wings challenge. We'll also be doing some milk gallon challenge.
Oh,
that'll
man.
be fun.
Get ready to clean up those toilets, because boy,
I feel sorry for my girl. I haven't let one loose in front of her yet, but she gonna learn today.
Oh man.
Well, thanks again, guys. Hope to see you guys soon.
All right. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for sticking with us throughout that whole thing. I hope you had fun. Please check us out at www.theessayfiles.com, where you can listen to all of our episodes. Check out our Patreon. If you can help support the show, that would be awesome. Also, you can check us out on social media at The Essay Files on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also TikTok. You can listen to us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Still not Pandora. Still, fuck you, Pandora. Still, I'm sorry, Pandora. Please put our show on there. We need you. This is BogusBird signing out. Catch you on the next one.